Hello everyone, this is Mayuki. In last video, we talked about the license exam in Second Galaxy. Today's video, I'm going to talk about all the activities you can do in the model base, including dispatch, research, development, and so on, and a lot of tips about them. So there are lots of contents today. I made a catalog so that you can skip to the part you're interested in directly. And after that, I suggest you to watch other parts because there might be some tips you don't know. Alright, let's get started. Firstly, open the menu, click on the map, and then click on this button to open the overview of map. There are many sub-menus to choose from in the lower right corner, so that's what I want to focus on. First of all, I would suggest that you pause for a moment and read this picture. This is all basic knowledge which you have to know. I'll show you how to use the map to make the best choice based on what you need and what you want to do next. First up, mining field level. We can click on the galaxy to see the mineral product of the galaxy. There are only 3 types of minerals in level 1 mines, 4 in level 2 mines, and 5 in red level 3 mines, including the rarest minerals. However, the amount of product is related to the prosperity. The higher the prosperity, the more the dispatch fleet can dig, and the more time it takes to dispatch. If here is a 30 prosperity, and you can get 10,000 of white minerals with the dispatch fleet, but in 20 prosperity, you can get only 8,000 of these minerals with the same dispatch fleet. Also, in 30 prosperity, dispatch takes 10 hours to get that 10,000 minerals, and in 20 prosperity, the same dispatch takes 8 hours. Similarly, the amount of minerals you can get through wave scanning is also based on prosperity. Then switch to sovereignty. Watch out the color. Click on the galaxy to see who owns this. If a solar system is occupied, you may be attacked by their corp members as you wander in their territory. And this behavior is completely legal. You need to pay attention to. And then switch to activity level. And notice, if I'm at activity level 3 SS right now, then I click in to see that there's no penalty for my quest experience. Now I switch to another one, Breach, which is activity level 72. I click in and I see that it has a signal penalty, which means that your benefit from wave scanning is going to go down. So if you're doing a task in a place where lots of people stay, there is a certain amount of diminishing experience and rewards, including encounter and dispatch. So I suggest that when you relocate, you look ahead if there's a penalty in that galaxy. If it's a great penalty, you can consider to change a place. Here are some map operations. Let's say you're already in a galaxy and you want to go to a wormhole. You can click on it and then click on this and click on this, and then you can choose to jump to the wormhole. This move also works for space stations and planets. And then system automatically navigate your ship get the location. Instead of going to a solar system and staying in front of the Stargate, you can warp to more specific places. If you don't know what to do in space and you want to go home, just click on this icon on the screen and you automatically navigate back to base, and it's very safe. I usually go straight to home after a wormhole trip. It will automatically enter the space station and then generate the flight report, which is very convenient and practical. Open the menu and click on the profile to go to this interface. The first is the rating, which is determined by your licenses, your level, your implants, your academy skills. The more licenses, the better the implants, the higher the level, the higher the skill level, the higher the rating. I think the biggest effect factor is on implants. If you have implants that are 2-2 or 2-3 level, your rating would be much higher. However, the rating is only a reference. Your high rating only proves that you have played this game for a long time, but it doesn't mean that you are very good at this game. About implant, there is an overview at the bottom left showing all your current bonuses. There is a plan on the right. You can change different plan, pay the yellow coin to unlock the new plan. Like, if you use missile now, you use the missile bonus plan 1. When you want to use the real gun, switch to the real gun bonus plan 2. Or plan 1 is for PvE and plan 2 is for PvP. It's entirely up to you. In terms of the implant itself, It's just as same as the items, they all have 3 T levels. It is possible to develop colorful implants by consuming low-level white implants. And it is divided into 4 areas. About the specific differences, you can open the development interface where it shows very clearly. You can see the 4 areas that affect attack, defense, energy, and ship pilot respectively, and these 4 areas correspond to these 8 positions of the character interface. I think it's very clear. So when choosing implants, only the highest rank? Of course not. Like this blue one and this white one. The blue one adds damage to the artillery, and the white one adds damage to the weapon, and I'm playing railgun, so I'm definitely not going to choose the blue one. I'm going to choose the white one because weapon is much more important than artillery. So the effect of implant is more important than the rank. At last, implants don't disappear if you're dead, and unlike weapon, which requires a level of research, you can simply equip them with the higher level, without any limitation. So some rich players have very strong character bonuses because they buy a lot of implants. About attributes, you get 4 attributes points per level. You can assign them at will. Click on the plus button to enter this interface, and for every point it added, it will increase by 0.5%. You can consume this item to reset commander. It can be bought with rare coin. People ask me how to build. When I select career, soldier is recommended. So if you are a normal player, I recommend to upgrade weapon mainly, because PvE quests depends on your firepower. The stronger fire, the faster clear. If you map 5 enemies, strong firepower can cut enemy numbers, reduce their fire, and destroy them. But if your defense is strong, the 5 of them will kill you sooner or later. But you can't kill them because you don't have enough firepower. So attack is the best defense. So my recommendation is priority weapons, followed by defense and ship piloting, and then electronics. But if you play logistics role in the corps, you can consider other options. Secondly, attributes also affect academy skills. For example, if you have higher weapon states, you can learn more weapon skills. If you have higher ship piloting, you can learn more ship piloting skills. About weapon, recommend you to upgrade the weapon that you play only. For instance, you're OE, then you upgrade laser only, because it saves money. When you plan to play other nations like RS later, then you upgrade railgun at that time. The other 3 are going to be as high as they can go. About ship piloting, I'm sure you know about the ship engines and the warp velocity, but what is the volume factor? Simply speaking, making your ship smaller. That means enemy ships are less likely to hit you, so you take less damage. All upgrades here are all costing white coin. Then it's about recruit. The first is the set of wingman, which you can set up here. This version has a nice improvement than beta test. It will change the first wingman you set to the ship type that's suitable for the current mission every time you leave the station. For example, you put your wingman on a battleship, but he has 3 ships, frigate, cruiser, and battleship. When you do a task that allows you to use battleship, he will use battleship. However, when your mission is only allowed to use a frigate, he will automatically use the frigate. He will not switch to a second wingman unless he doesn't have a frigate. In addition, I recommend that every time you undock, in addition to the config of your own ship, you better click on the wingman to check their ships and their order in case you bring the wrong man. And the career of recruit only affects its attribute points. The more useful is the skill on the right. Like this guy is an engineer, but his specialty skills have damage relevant skills. If you bring him out, it will give your ship bonus. And this girl, her first and third are mining ships, and the second is a battleship, but it doesn't matter. When sent to dispatch, only mining and ATK affect the mission result. And then here's the level. Cost the memory transplant to raise his level. This shows how much experience he can get by consuming 1 transplant and the numbers you have. Holding it, you can use it more at one time. As he levels up, he will improve attributes and learn skills. However, your commander level limits the recruit level. It's 2 times. For example, if you want to upgrade recruit to 16 levels, your commander needs to be 32 levels. Then, when he reaches the certain level, you can unlock the new ship. The mod kit for unlocking the ship can be purchased with white coin, and the items for upgrading the recruit can be purchased with green and purple coin. These two things are also available in the quest. If the recruit is damaged in the combat or in the dispatch mission damaged by other players' raid, it will be necessary to use mod kit to repair the recruit in order to restore his ship. The higher rank the ship, the more expensive the mod kit cost. And don't forget to reset him after the repair, or he won't go with you. Then it's recruit skill. Each recruit has 4 slots to learn skills. My personal recommendation is to define his position according to his specialty. For example, if his specialty is mining related, then you should teach him the skill of increasing mining rewards and reducing mining time. If it's battle related, learn the skill to increase damage. These skills can be purchased at the training post. If all 4 slots are filled and you learn a new skill, you will randomly forget a no skill, randomly. Then if the recruit is missing, click dismiss causes him to retire and retain an expertise skill that other recruits can learn. You can use items to increase the success rate of skill retaining, and the EXP will be returned and turned into memory transplant for you to use. Sometimes when you're doing a mission in a yellow low security solar system, you will see a blue book icon. When you click on the icon, it will display a new quest in another galaxy, similar to the encounter quest. Finish it and a new recruit will join you. Notice that if you don't accept that quest, after a while, it will automatically disappear. So remember to accept it in time. When you enter the dispatch interface, you can see that dispatch missions are basically divided into 2 categories: combat missions, where you can get white coins, and mining missions, where you can get various minerals. After click on the mission, system will arrange it according to ATK or mining ability. I usually use auto squad directly, which saves time. If the sum of ability points is enough, not only will you get 100% of the rewards, but you will also shorten the time. If not only will it take a longer time, but it won't even bring back all the rewards. Then, dispatch can also be improved through research at the bottom of research interface. When upgrade to highest level, there can be 4 fleets, and each fleet has 4 recruit members. So you have to have at least 16 recruits that you can dispatch later and make arrangements. Personally, I have 8 guys fighting and let them have highest ATK, and another 8 guys have highest mining ability. They're in charge of mining. About mining mission selection, my suggestion is, if you are currently short of any kind of mineral, you should mine it. If you don't have a shortage of minerals and you don't reach the mineral sale limits in the green and purple store today, go for the rarest mines, because the price of real one is higher. It is more difficult to buy. For example, if you have 90k purple coin, you can buy a lot of white mine, but you can't even buy 1 purple mine, because its sale starts from 100 units. Then there is the research system. There is only 1 queue for research, and when you click in, first of all, I recommend that you upgrade most commonly used research to level 1, because it is very fast. Each one takes only like 3 minutes and consume less resources. Or if you want to play another weapon suddenly and it won't work because it needs level 1 research. Also, last time we talked about ship research being related to licenses. If you want to get level 3 frigate, then you need to research frigate to level 3. Then I click on any upgrade project and you will go to this interface, where you can choose your recruit. Then, according to his skills, you can reduce the time and cost required for upgrading. And you can upgrade skills through learning expertise skills related to research. Even a dispatched recruit can come and help. If you tap confirm, then the research will start. When you have a project that you are working on, you can wait, or you can spend a certain amount of red coins, and then you can upgrade it directly, and it will be finished instantly without affecting what you are researching. This picture shows the sequence of research you should be doing in the early stage of the game. But note that it is in the early stage. The middle and the late of your game will have a focus, and you can choose what you want to play to upgrade. The first two in this picture, I think it is clear. Third one, if you are in a different nation, then you go to your ship hangar and look at your ship resistance, and you upgrade the weakest resistance. About the fourth, the rest of the research depends entirely on your needs. For example, if you want to get a license now, you can do the basic ship research. And low-level research costs are relatively small. You can be free to try. Even if the upgrade is wrong, the cost is less. But in the middle and later stage of the game, you have to choose carefully, because the wrong choice will waste a lot of time and materials. Doing quests or buy at the training post, and you can get encrypted cash. Once you have it, you can use it in the warehouse and start restoring the map data, which is very simple. At first, start by going straight down from the top, looking at the progress bar at the bottom left as you go. And when the progress bar is no longer increasing, you can start to change direction. Next, slide from right to left to see the progress bar. Until the progress bar is no longer increasing again, click the small lock in the upper right corner, and then you go. Depending on the pattern you see on the left, and you look at the two red dots as you go, and the shapes of the map is pretty much set. You just have to make sure that the two red dots overlap, and then you're almost there. When restored, it will become an exploration quest, and the rewards will be related to your cash level. The higher rank, the better. It is recommended that you use frigate for exploration missions. There are two reasons. The first one is that the mission is usually far away from you. The frigate is faster, saving time. The second is all quest types of exploration, all interactive, non-combat, just like the video that I'm playing right now. When you get to the assets of the target, you only need to interact with the targets one by one to get rewards. When you get all the rewards, you can go to the next one by tapping this. It will automatically navigate to next exploration quest, which is very convenient. In the development interface, we can use the low-level blueprint to develop advanced blueprint. All the consumption is blueprint. Therefore, some products sold in the training post are not as expensive as the blueprints, because the blueprint can be used to develop more advanced items. At the top, you can select projects such as weapon, component, or ammo, and choose the size type next. If you want to develop a frigate weapon, do not develop a weapon of M size. The next, select level. Most of the items that are higher than T1 green are based on the step-by-step development. For example, if two green items are consumed in the first level, blue and purple can be developed. And in the second level, blue and purple items are consumed to develop T2 white and green items, and so on. Finally, colorful items of T3 can be developed. At the same time, the lowest level of development costs white coins and does not need additional units. To the advanced development, you need to cost yellow coins and additional units. About production, the slot for production is unlocked according to commander level. After choosing a slot, you can choose blueprint to produce. Blueprint can be acquired by doing quests or open cases. Also can be bought in training post. The blueprint after bought cannot be sold inside short time. Prevent the players training in private, so you need to look carefully when you buy. Spent yellow coin cannot come back, and the thing that has a lock icon cannot sell, just can be used by yourself. Moreover, production also needs research. For example, if you want to produce purple weapons, you need the level 4 research of weapon production. If you're going to build purple components, you also need level 4 component production research. As the same with research, production can be assisted by the recruits. After selecting, it will show you the production time and minerals you need to consume. Once you start, if you want to stop production, the blueprints will not be returned, and only half of the minerals consumed will be returned. So you need to look carefully before you start production. Additionally, high-level blueprints need a lot of time, such as T2 battleship needs 24 hours. So the process of game development is, you go to the quest or the wormhole and get cases and items, open the cases to get blueprints and items, Blueprints can be used to sell in training posts or develop higher items or production. Sell items and blueprints to get yellow coins, with which you can buy other players' items and blueprints. Purchased equipment can be used directly. Purchased blueprints can be produced or be used to develop the advanced blueprints you need. Use the better equipment that you buy or produce to do higher level quests and get better loot. It's a circle. Alright, this is today's video. Bunch of information here. If it helps you, please like and subscribe. This is Mayuki and see you next time.